What is up, everyone? Welcome back to TotalSport and a very, very special video, our first in conjunction with First Time Finish. Now, you will have seen a little video with Ben, Ninad and Tom where we're discussing our little partnership, but we're going to be bringing you videos based on their articles, and this one is by Ben Bocak himself, and it's about Finland, the rising nations. First off, before we get into this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It would massively be appreciated. We want to get to 1,200 quite soon, so that'd be nice. Anyway, let's get into the video. After years and years of disappointment, Finland are finally looking amongst Europe's elite. When you think of Finland, you think of glistening ice sheets, blankets of white snow, and the shimmering emerald northern lights. In terms of sports, hockey is the most popular in the region. The Finnish national team are littered with stars and are the current world champions. Kids grow up idolising the Finnish Flash, Teemu Selanne, or the legendary Jari Kurri. Due to its inaccessibility, football has always been in the shadows of hockey. The Finnish Football Association was established 113 years ago. However, for over a century, the national team has brought little success, despite the stars, the likes of Sami Hyppä and Jari Litmanen. But that is until this new generation has heralded a golden era. So now to the development of Finnish football. Finland's blustery conditions make football a pretty impossible sport to play during the winter months, and that's clearly why people have flocked to sports like hockey, snowboarding and skiing. In the past, pitches with the right conditions to play were scarce, but in the more recent years, they have become more common. According to Rich Nelson, talking to First Time Finish, Finland have benefited from a lot of UEFA and FIFA money over the years to assist the installation of all-weather pitches and investing in coaching. It is quite expensive for young kids to register with a club, but the standards have gone up dramatically in recent years. With the sport becoming more accessible, the football culture in the country is growing. Hockey is still the #1 spectator sport, said Nelson, but football is a lot closer than it ever has been. With stars like Litmanen and Hyppä to emulate and idolise, these players clearly have a vision that they can succeed in this sport. With so much hope vested onto the shoulders of the early noughties golden generation with the likes of Litmanen and Hyppä, the pressure was too much for those players. However, now, the players seem to have a more cohesive manner of playing instead of the star-studded 11 that they had. Nelson said that the late 90s and early noughties vintage was seen as gold standard, but there seems to be an acceptance that the current squad are achieving more by actually qualifying. An emphasis on the team over the individual, and they're still massive names, but they don't loom over like they did, even Litmanen, who is still involved in the FA in a development role. Their success is another indication of Finland football growth. It is also supplemented by the directed emphasis on youth football from their head coach, Markku Kanerva. Finland's success is equally down to the fine balance of their current team. In addition to youth talents like Marcus Fors and Onni Valakari, who recently scored in a 2-0 win over France, there's a strong core of experience. Nelson says that Lucas Hradicki is probably the best individual in the squad, playing at a consistently high standard in the top league and has been excellent for Finland as well. Alongside the Bayer Leverkusen goalkeeper, you have Norwich striker Teemu Pukki and Tim Sparv, who has a wealth of experience. Glenn Kamara is also a new star in the Finnish side, having come through the Arsenal Youth Academy, and is now an integral cog and pivot in Steven Gerrard's domineering Rangers midfield. He's also a crucial member of Finland's starting 11 and is able to dictate game. The 23-year-old Bundesliga midfielder Frederik Jensen is another one to watch. After 2 disappointing campaigns marred by injuries, the 23-year-old has really stepped into the limelight at Augsburg. Robert Taylor, of English descent, is a tiny midfield player who has featured in a plethora of lower English league football before finding his feet in Scandinavia. And currently excelling at SK Brann, Taylor could potentially earn himself a bigger move with solid displays at the Euros. Former wonderkid and Liverpool trialist Joel Poyanpalo is another excellent understudy for Pukki. He's now really showing signs of his early potential with Union Berlin and scored 9 goals in 14 appearances for Hamburg during the Bundesliga 2 in the second half of last season. The Euros will be a tough challenge for Finland, with their group opponents being Belgium, Denmark and Russia. Belgium being ranked #1 in the world, obviously only being narrowly defeated by Italy and actually beating France. This side has proven that they are not going to shy away from a challenge. Kanerva's football is often concentrated on defensive focus and swift counter-attack. It's a tactic which has paid dividends, and it concentrates on Finland's best assets, which helps them to maximise their potential. With football more accessible, the sport growing in popularity, and now a first major tournament to look forward to, Finland's footballing craze has truly begun. one thing's for sure, perhaps for the first time in the summer, football will be viewed more than hockey in Finland. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gents. I do hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please drop a subscription. That would be very, very helpful. And go check out First Time Finish at firsttimefinish.com, where you can actually read the article. There is a link in the description. So go get on it, ladies and gents. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.